Hello guys! As you know, excellent Trendy Sharm gives 2% cooldown time reduction every 200 enemies killed, so maximum cooldown time reduction can give 10%. At epic grade, we have, I must say, tricky description, maximum cooldown time reduction plus 30%. But does it mean plus 30 to 10%? So in total, you can have plus 40% cooldown time reduction after killing 4000 enemies. Or that means maximum cooldown time reduction for skills plus 30%. And at epic grade, 10% cooldown time reduction increased to 30%. So guys, in this video we'll find this out. I will show you how I check it, how I compared, because as you know it's kinda problematic. If we compare damage, we can see numbers, but with cooldown time reduction, you only see that you shoot, for example, more missiles in a minute. Okay guys, to check it, I didn't choose energy cube to not have additional numbers, and the whole time I wasn't upgrading RPG. I checked it on RPG 1 star. It's the easiest way I found to make everything clear for you. I know that some players were checking by counting numbers of bricks shot per minute, but I want to make it more accurate and by showing you real proof. Because when you count bricks, it's a little different. In the end, you'll see what I'm talking about. So here you can see the program where I'm making my videos, and here I can see the time, not only seconds but milliseconds too. The first thing I'm gonna do is to find how many seconds and milliseconds it takes to shoot the next missile. This time will be 0% cooldown time reduction. I check it when I can kill 200 enemies, and I will check it 3 times to be sure that this time is constant. At 1 millisecond I shoot a missile. The second missile is shot at 2 seconds and 3 milliseconds, so it takes 2 seconds and 2 milliseconds to shoot a new missile. Now let's check it again. At 2 seconds and 3 milliseconds the first missile is shot, so next one must be shot at 4 seconds and 5 milliseconds. And as you can see, the time is the same, so it took 2 seconds to milliseconds to shoot the next missile as well. And let's check it one more time to have the best accuracy. So the missile is shot at 4 seconds and 5 milliseconds, the next one must be shot at 6 seconds and 7 milliseconds. And again, the calculations are right, and we can take 2 seconds and 2 milliseconds as a 0% cooldown time reduction. Next thing, what I'm going to check, if after 200 enemies killed, we'll get 2% cooldown time reduction. And the first one I'm doing, I have to find how many milliseconds is 2%. 2 seconds and 2 milliseconds I count as 100%, so 1% is 2 and 2 milliseconds, and 4 and 4 milliseconds is 2% cooldown time reduction. Let's count it like 4 milliseconds. And now a new missile must be shot every 1 second and 98 milliseconds. So let's check it. The first missile is shot at 6 seconds and 57 milliseconds. We add 2% cooldown time reduction or 1 second and 98 milliseconds. And the next missile must be shot at 8 seconds and 55 milliseconds. And as you can see guys, it is the same time as we calculated. Let's check it one more time just to be sure. 8 seconds and 55 milliseconds is our first missile shot. The next one must be shot at 10 seconds and 53 milliseconds. And again, everything is in time as we calculated. I also checked if 4% cooldown time reduction works after I killed 400 enemies to be on 200% sure. And I had a little difference in time. With 4% cooldown time reduction, the pause between every shot should have been 1 second and 94 milliseconds. I triple checked it, and it was 1 second 95 milliseconds, 1 second 96 milliseconds, and again 1 second and 95 milliseconds. I don't know what happened, but next time when I checked 20% cooldown time reduction, everything was correct. So let's take a look on 20% cooldown time reduction before I will show results after killing 3000 and 4000 enemies. So 20% cooldown time reduction, a new missile must be shot every 1 second and 62 milliseconds. Let's check it. The first missile is shot at 18 seconds and 94 milliseconds. We add 1 second and 62 milliseconds, and the next must be shot at 20 seconds and 56 milliseconds. As you can see, everything is correct. Let's double check it. 20 seconds and 56 milliseconds plus 1 second and 62 milliseconds is 22 seconds and 18 milliseconds. That's the time when our next missile must be shot. And again, no problem with that, it is shot right in time. After I kill 3000 enemies, I should have got 30% cooldown time reduction and a new missile must be shot every 1 second and 42 milliseconds. But it didn't happen somehow. The first missile I shot at 22 seconds and 89 milliseconds, so the next one should have been shot at 24 seconds and 31 milliseconds, but it was shot at 24 seconds and 36 milliseconds. I don't know why I checked it 3 times and the result was the same. The new missiles was shot every 1 second and 47 milliseconds instead of 1 second and 42 milliseconds. Here you can see that second missile was shot at 22 seconds and 36 milliseconds, and the next one was shot after 1 second and 47 milliseconds at 25 seconds and 83 milliseconds. Anyway, let's check cooldown time reduction after killing 4000 enemies. After this, I will check cooldown time reduction after killing 3400 enemies. Maybe it's a little bug as we hit at 4% cooldown time reduction. Here you can see that I killed 4000 enemies and my RPG is still 1 star. The missile shoot at 34 seconds and 30 milliseconds. If every killing 4000 enemies Trendy Sharm gives 40% cooldown time reduction, then the next missile must be shot at 35 seconds and 52 milliseconds. But unfortunately, as you can see, it didn't happen, and the next missile was shot at 35 seconds and 72 milliseconds. Let's check it again. At 35 seconds and 72 milliseconds is shot our missile, and at 37 seconds and 14 milliseconds is shot the next one. So as you can see, we have the same time between every shot, 1 second and 42 milliseconds, which is equal to 30% cooldown time reduction. I also checked it after killing 5000 enemies and the result was the same, 1 second and 42 milliseconds. So unfortunately guys, if you thought that Trendy Sharm gives plus 40% cooldown time reduction, you were not right. Plus 30% means maximum cooldown time reduction for skills plus 30%. As I said, I checked cooldown time reduction after killing 3400 enemies, because after killing 3000 enemies I didn't have 30% cooldown time reduction. Here, you can see that I shot the first missile at 1 minute, 31 seconds and 28 milliseconds, and the next one was shot at 1 minute, 32 seconds and 70 milliseconds. The time between them was 1 second and 42 milliseconds, which is equal to 30% cooldown time reduction. So after killing 400 and 3000 enemies was a little bug with cooldown time reduction, but it normalized very fast and all numbers were correct. Okay guys, I hope that after watching this video you won't have any doubt about cooldown time reduction that Trendy Sharm gives, and it will help you to choose a necklace. In description I will leave all my calculations. And as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe my channel, and you can also help me to make more useful videos for you by supporting my channel. How to support my channel you will find in the description.